So this is from ESPN.com, trade deadline outlook for every NBA team. For the Cavs, they say keep an eye on the luxury tax. Cavs have the best record in the Eastern Conference, so it makes sense to wait until after the February 6th trade deadline, use the buyout market to fill their final roster spot. However, the deadline is not just about adding to the roster, but getting current and future finances in order. Cavs, $1.9 million over the luxury tax, and because Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen signed extensions this season, $4.5 million over the luxury tax next season. All right, we said that, but I'm not so sure that if they truly believe that they have a chance to win a championship, which by all rights they should, I don't think there's any way Dan Gilbert or this ownership group ever looks to cut money just to cut money.
No, they won't do that. They're going to try to, um, go all in terms of finances to try to make sure that this roster is right and ready for when it means the most in April and May and June if you're fortunate enough to get there. So, the only thing with the new labor rules that it would hinder is if they wanted to make a big splashy trade, which they don't. So I think that that's something to keep in mind. I do think the buyout market, as Brian Windhorst said, is probably their most likely approach to if they're going to add a piece here or there, that would be more likely than giving up anybody in the locker room because the locker room's so connected and so tight and doing so well that you don't really want to shake that up by any stretch, especially when you're 37-9 and you had, a hiccup again where you lost three straight games and all three of them you were in it until the very last second. This would be different if you had lost three straight and were getting blown out or things weren't correctable. So I think without question, to me, if they make a move at all, uh, a roster addition at all, it's probably going to be via the buyout market, and then they'll deal with the tax and the penalties and all that stuff during the off season. But for the season, I can't see them really wanting to make a move. Kenny Atkinson said that the other day. Is look, I really love this roster, and we've really had a lot of success. So um, if there's going to be changes, that's you're messing with success a little bit. So, and he said, Kenny Atkinson said, Kobe Altman will talk to me about anything we're willing to do or ready to do. And as far as we know, Kobe Altman hasn't talked to the coach, so there's really nothing on the docket.